Joining us now to break it all down, the host of Fox Business's Kudlow. He is Larry Kudlow. So, Larry, it's so good to have you on again. So I just said a mouthful there. What do you think of all we just talked about, what I just said?
I thought it was pretty good, actually, Liz. Nice to be back with you.
Good to see you.
You know, I thought the absolute worst thing in a policy on energy that's overall very, very bad, but the worst thing was they bring in the 7 big CEOs of the oil and gas companies, right? And they put them in the energy department to meet with Jennifer Granholm, the energy secretary, but Joe Biden doesn't show up. Meanwhile, in the afternoon, Liz, he goes to a meeting of labor unions and some governors and some private people to talk about building windmills, okay, wind turbines. So there you have it. That's all you need to know. He shows up at the meeting for wind turbines, and he dodges the meeting on fossil fuels. And I got news for him. His savior is not going to come from wind turbines. It's going to come from fossil fuels.
Yeah.
But as long as they maintain the restrictions and the regulations and the lack of permits and so forth, there's nothing they can do. They can't just shoot these CEOs and force them to increase their refining because they can't get permits and they're up to capacity, 95%, and they can't build anymore, and the whole thing's a mess, and prices are going to stay high. That's what I think.
Well, you just also said a mouthful, too. We love having you on because you just break it down. Larry, you know what? Here's the thing is, the press secretary had no answer for why the president skipped out on the meeting with the oil executives. Watch this.
Why is he not in the room tomorrow to express this message himself?
Well, the president talked about this, as you said, as you just stated earlier today. The Secretary of Energy, Senator Granholm, was just standing before you, is going to have those conversations.
You know, I think the American taxpayer, Larry, is tired of paying the salaries of this people who are creating political flannel, you know, this kind of narrative. So he won't sit down with them, but he's happy to attack and bully oil companies from afar. And then he's going to sit down with foreign adversaries. He's going to also sit down with Saudi Arabia. He never went to the border, right? So now we're seeing, like, did you see the story that now Russia and China is talking about drilling in the Arctic, where we're shutting down our U.S. energy? And I mean, they're on the move. This feels very unserious, this White House.
Well, you're right. It's unserious. It's also, Lizzie, it's a national security threat. I mean, it's an energy security threat, to be sure, but it has become a national security threat because we're going to be reliant on these foreign producers of energy since we can't produce enough. We're still running 1 million barrels a day short from the pre-pandemic high during the Trump administration. You know, on this business about the Arctic, I just want to add a related matter. Russia now is back to pre-war oil production, okay? We are at these very high prices financing the Russian war machine. They run about 10 million barrels a day. They had dropped down all the way to just around 9 million barrels a day because of the sanctions that were put on. But what's happened is China and India are making up the slack, and Russian production is now moving back towards 10 million barrels a day at, you know, 100, 110, 120 dollars a barrel. I mean, isn't that something? We are back to financing Russia's Ukraine war. I just find that incredible.
That is incredible.
I mean, that's just one of the, you know, besides not showing up with the oil CEOs, besides insulting the oil CEOs before they got there, especially Mike Wirth of Chevron and Darren Woods of ExxonMobil, besides doing all that high school stuff that he's doing, he is jeopardizing America's national security after damaging our energy security. To me, it's unpardonable.
Well, this is what you get with a guy who's been around since the Nixon era. And I think you've quoted Senator John McCain that every time oil hits 100, that's when Russia starts invading. You've pointed out, too, Larry, they invaded Belarus, Moldavia, and, you know, Crimea, and now Ukraine. And Larry, yeah. I want your reaction to this, because, again, and you've pointed this out so beautifully and so eruditely on your show. Fed Chair Jerome Powell, Larry, he again rebutted the president's narrative today. Jerome Powell is saying today, we've got to get back to the Trump job market. More mayhem also out of D.C. I want your reaction to this. Watch.
For all those Republicans in Congress criticizing me today for high gas prices in America, are you now saying we were wrong to support Ukraine?
Would you say that the war in Ukraine is the primary driver of inflation in America? No, inflation was high before, certainly before the war in Ukraine broke out.
We're talking about, 18 cents per gallon, which is going to go a long way.
If you went to the UK today for a gallon equivalent, you would be paying $7.71. If you went to France, you'd be paying $8.49. If you went to Canada, you'd be paying over $6 per gallon.
So we should be happy with 18 cents in tax savings? When you won't even be able to buy a gallon of milk? We go from inflation is transitory to recession is just a transition to now this, Larry.
By the by, these high energy prices are causing food prices to skyrocket. And on top of that, let's not forget this E15 putting the new ethanol incentives in. Not only detracts from the gasoline, it also detracts from corn growing, it also detracts from fertilizer, and it also keeps grocery store prices very high. And as far as France, Germany, and Canada is concerned, Jennifer Granholm might be happy to have the U.S. like France and Germany and so forth. I'm not. And I don't think anybody should be. I mean, that is slouching down pretty low stuff. Your point here, when Trump was president, he wanted America first. America first in economic growth and job creation and wages. He wanted America first in energy so that we would be independent or at least energy dominant. That puts America first in terms of our own national security.
But you know what it is, Larry? It's
settle for
Democrats
third or fourth
first.
best?
But it's Democrats first, right? They're ruling for their own party, their own ideologies, and their interests, not for the country. I mean, Biden thinks an 18-cent tax holiday is not going to get wiped out by gas as he restricts gas supply and cracks down on U.S. energy. And he's pushing electric cars, as you pointed out, too. Majority of our electricity comes from fossil fuels. And all those heavy batteries that are in those electric cars, they're going to destroy the roads and bridges that taxpayers are paying to fix in Biden's infrastructure spending. Your final word.
Well, the only thing I can say is Biden has dug himself into this big box, and the box is called radical green energy, okay, with subsidies and tax credits and his war against fossil fuels. But here's the politics. That box is very unpopular around the country, and that's why I keep saying the best hope we have is the cavalry is coming in November, and things are going to change.
And wipe out this intolerant religion that's taken hold. You know what? They keep calling themselves progressive Democrats. It's nothing progressive about it. It's militant, Larry, right? It's militant Democrats. I think they need a rebranding. Your final word.
It's militant and it's socialist, and most importantly, it's not working. If it were working, then the polls would be fabulous for Biden. But the polls are in the 30s for Biden. He's not smart enough to see it. He's got himself in this box. The box is destroying the Democratic Party. Every now and then, you get these little progressive socialist interludes, Liz, but then they get blown away because Americans have too much common sense.
Yeah, you know what? I love you so much, Larry. I just gave you 2 final words. Next time you get 3. Larry Kudlow. Larry, come back, sit and a laugh out of Larry. It's good to have you on.